however you want to phrase it. I don't know, man. Like like you say, man, it's loaded. But I think we hitting it on all phases, man. Like you said, I think to sum it all up, like you said, we don't hate them, they don't hate us. There's a lot of things thrown at their feet, and you know what I'm saying. And like you say, man, I think brother O was saying it early, far as just like you know, man, like people see things. That old saying, all that glitter and gold, man. People see things and they want to uh, emulated in their lives, and it's almost bogus. Like I don't know if I said this, or they'll cut me off if I said this in a prior. I got a friend who like worked on TV shows. I don't know if I ever told y'all about this. Yeah, and he was just like he was working on SWAT too, and like they had no budget money. I'm gonna make it real short, and they just all right, we gonna spray the bomb with a fire extinguisher. But you can't do that. Well, it don't matter. We gonna make it reality. Then he said he was on the Eve show and how they just make up things on the fly and present it. And then he was just saying he had an epiphany like some girl gonna see this and try to throw this right at her man like this. So it's just like they try to emulate fantasy land. You know what I'm saying? This reality TV, they think it ain't scripted. Ain't nothing reality, man. People out here struggling, got real issues and real things going on, man. And when people live in that world, like all that other stuff out of that, man, when you start dealing with like your loved ones, your kids, your bills, your house, your health, things like that, all this other stuff don't matter. You know what I mean? And I think some people get too caught up in the facade, the facade, and like man, like
and there are fantasies in reality, but in there, that's real life. I want to be like her. I want to be like her. I want to live like they're living.
Like you say, man, and like I think you alluded to earlier when you said what I was thinking of. I didn't think about it, man. When you see people like in their 50s and they it's hard to function with them. I find out even people in their 30s, man, they it's like you, especially when you hit your 30s. For some reason, a lot of people ain't where they think they should be in life. So like you got that to deal with. Like you talk to people, well, where you see yourself in 5 years? Like, oh, where you see yourself at? Like my thing is lined up well. I'm God and I'm cool. So I think like you meet people at a certain like matter what you looking at it. Like for me, it matter like I really like go head in. Like you know what I mean. Like if I see something that is appealing to the eye, like I gotta see where your head at, can it function, this, that, and then you find out like that's where it come in. Like people who don't they be thinking for some reason or another they should be more along in life than they are, but they haven't done anything to move it. Ain't you? It wasn't no man holding it with themselves and the way they went about their business. But now when they meet you, now it's like they gotta like now they're on this high ground. They gotta screen you, and you know what I mean. Like also like you going through the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like so it get kind of crazy. Man, like what? Like when I start hearing this stuff, like well, what's this? Like they don't ask you directly. You gotta cut through their line of questioning. Subtle. Like yeah, it's real subtle. They trying to see what you got going on. They trying to find all this stuff. Like for me, for instance, I don't care if you work at McDonald's. If I like you, I like you. That's what I mean. And that cuts beyond anything. And your head, your rap, and where you at, your thoroughness, how you make me feel when I'm around you. Some women, I hate to be around. Now I just find out like, and then some women they so comforting. Like you look forward, like it's relaxing to go see them and stuff like that. They cook and blah, blah. They make you like you there. And then other women like man, like oh man, like. Like I don't know, and it just be like their bitterness, as you said. To me, it's like a bitterness and bitterness slash baggage that they can't cut through, man. They don't see it. They be their own worst enemies, like But and through that, sometimes I can see the potential in them. But like when you start asking me, you be screening me through your subtle questions. I cut right through it. Like I'm too old for this. Like you know what I mean? I'm not filling out an application. Like I mean, and that's what it almost be. So man, we got work to do, bro. Yeah, man, that's all I should say.
We're doing it. We're doing it. And as you said, though, we definitely have a long way to go. However, we've already kickstarted it. So, prayerfully, man, we'll be able to reach a large amount of heads, man. Brothers and sisters. You know, we always really kind of focus on the sisters because of the fact that, yeah, I mean, hey, man, at the end of the day, they're the head of the household these days,
Absolutely.
for the most part. So, that's very important, and it's a given. You know what I mean?
And we feed off them.
Yeah.
I don't think brothers would either A, realize, or B, acknowledge that a lot of what we do connects to how a sister is. We don't get luxury cars for us.
Right.
We don't wear certain clothes for us.
Right.
We're kind of simple individuals. Most men are simple individuals. You know what I mean? It's about the women. So it really starts. I don't know. Should I
You
say?
think so now?
What's
It's
that?
about the women? Because for me, I don't know. I'm just so,
Brothers
Yeah.
still do things.
Well, I mean,
Feed
they
off the women.
do because, like, I mean, I would agree on certain levels. Like a dude go finance or put
Absolutely.
themselves in a position for something they can't do to impress a woman.
Absolutely.
In a sense like that, like they do things like. For me, I'm a simple dude. I take 4 or 5,000 of a gram of hootie, get me from A to B. Most cats, this is going to draw attention to them from a woman.
Well,
They go get a nice car.
Well, you're talking about the average cat.
Yeah,
That's what I was asking. I
Yeah.
didn't think so, but
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe misunderstanding on my part. Okay, I got you. Yeah,
But-
so say it.
Let me just throw this out. I read something. I was reading a documentary because it's crazy. It's that we say that it's like an Islamic version of what we doing right now.
Okay.
It's called the Rohetta Show. Person brother I know run it, but he had like women come on there and talk, and the sister she quoted a statistic,
Okay.
and I had to think about it, and like I want y'all to think about it for a minute. She said it was a study done that says divorced men health. Hold on, let me see. It's something equivalent. I don't know how exactly worded. Divorced men lives are equivalent to a man who has smoked a pack of cigarettes for 25 years. Like their health after divorce, like if you've been married and your wife really does for you and iron your clothes and cook for you, make sure your hospital. When them type men get divorced, their lives, their health after as if they smoked a pack of cigarettes for 20 years.
It diminishes.
Yeah, it diminishes. Like it was interesting. Like what I mean. So I'm like I guess it's just out there like really that do like what I'm saying like. But I mean, it is, but I'm just saying, like, it had me thinking, like, if a sister that really take care of you, make sure you are all right, and got your best interest, and really does, like, to lose a sister like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what that was the point they was making, like, you like in a funk now, like, you know what I'm saying?
I like to be in that funk though.
Yeah.
Damn shit. Well, you won't be in it because you
I'm just saying I like to meet that type of sister.
no doubt, but you're a cerebral man, you're a spiritual man, so we conscious men. So if we were to be in that situation, we wouldn't get divorced.
Yeah.
If it was on us, we wouldn't get divorced.
Yeah.
We would hold that because we would treasure that jewel.
That's right. That's right.
And you got a lot of knuckleheads out here that might come across that good sister, and he won't do it correctly. And
Well,
that
he won't know.
right, exactly. He won't be able to tell it.
Yeah.
So therefore, what he does, he adds to her baggage, and it breaks her down just a little bit more. So it's like,
I don't know. As I say, we got a lot of work to do as Brother Reed said. A lot of work. We're trying to do it though. You know what I mean? And as you stated, look, we love our people. We love sisters.
yes,
We love our brothers. You know what I mean? And we just want to try to encourage, just uplift people. Get people to start thinking so we can be better as people.
yes.
We're not telling these things because we're trying to break anybody down because we don't like anybody. No, we want to build up, quote unquote, African Americans, black people, whatever terminology you want to use. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. That's what we've gotten away from. We want to see the families back together. I want to, I get happy when I see a quote sake of argument, a black man, a black woman walking down the street, arm in arm, holding hands, because I don't see it too often.
Right.
I start smiling
Yes.
because that's what I want to see.
Yes.
I want to see families together. I want to see us speaking to each other and cutting out all this violence and all this murder and all this hate and all this backbiting and all this fighting. I don't want to see that.
Right.
I'm tired of that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just frustrating. It's like, as a people, I just don't get how we see these things and it doesn't affect us. We say, hold on a second, hold on, this is enough.
You already know
When are we
why.
gonna get to the point where this is enough?
But you said it earlier. It's a me era. So if a person is doing
Yeah.
quote unquote well, they ain't looking at nobody else. They're concerned about theirs. And it ain't even really like I spoke about earlier, it's not even about their children, it's just about them. You know what I'm saying? Because your primary focus once you become a parent is the children.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get across because at the end of the day, or we want to get across, pardon me, because at the end of the day, you know, that's what it's all about, man. We already grown. We done already did our thing. These children they can't take care of themselves. They can't fend for self. And they're doing it now, you know, that has to stop. You know, I see little young cats. I know we all do see little young cats at the gas station and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Pumping gas. You know,
I encourage them.
and I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. And I always, you know, if I have a little something, I hit them in their hand, and I stop them before they leave because they'll grab a pick.
You gotta say something
hold on.
positive. Yeah.
And I say, listen, brother, do you understand why I'm doing this?
Mm-hmm.
And they won't even get it. Like, no, why? That's it. I'm like, listen. You're not out here on the corner selling drugs.
Right.
You're not robbing an older woman
Right.
or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You're not sticking nobody up. I said, so really what you're doing is an honest living right now. To get what you have to get. And I will ask them, you know, how long are you out here for? You know what I mean? How late do you stay out here? I said, because you have to understand too, there's people that's looking at you. So the money that you receive and that you work for and pump for, you know what I mean? You have to be careful about your surroundings because somebody will take that money from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. You made me say that. I know I put a gas station right at Germantown, Roberts Avenue, and it was a little girl out there pumping gas. I'm talking
I ain't
about,
never seen
yeah,
that.
this
I
mind-blowing.
ain't never seen that.
See that?
Wow.
Lordy, man. I mean, I'm gonna say she was under 14, but between 12 and 14 years old. So like, and it wasn't like fast. She was like, I had to get out to my brothers. I'm like, wow, how much money you looking to make to get it? So to get her out of it, I just gave her $10. Let's go home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like it was like it was like kind of 6, 7 o'clock. And, go home, man. Here go $10. Go home. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be out here. Like you know what I mean? So like I know the feeling. Like sometimes you see. Like she ain't gonna make it out here. She like one of them little skippy look, and she ran like was skipping almost like she's not even fast. You know what I mean? Like happy, like you know what I mean. So I'm like, man, let me get this little girl out of here. You know what I mean? Long dude, roll up here, and it's a
Couple dollars,
exactly. It's a you don't know what's going on.
Nowadays,
Get out of harm's
it ain't
way.
got to be about a couple dollars. Nowadays, these dudes is raping these
Oh,
women.
exactly, man. Like,
For nothing
you know,
at
but
all.
she's just like food, really. You know what I mean? So you don't know what type of situation it's been, but I'm like, it wasn't with my conscience. I'm putting on see this little girl left out here, like, hey, go $10. Go home, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much you looking to make? How long you gonna stand and pump gas? I need to make about, I don't know, $5, $10. Gave her $10. Just go home, you know what I'm saying?
Even that's a sign of the times, though, because
Yeah.
for her to be out there, her home life, it had to be such where she said, you know what? We need some food.
All of their home lives are there out there, and we see this all across the nation. Not young girls, however, young dudes.
Yes.
And it's probably young girls in certain places we just haven't seen besides yourself, you know.
Thank God.
You know what I mean? But you know, at the same time, a short story, real quick, true story, right? I had a next door neighbor years back, and he was. It's a sad story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, damn.
I
told you about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I ain't even gonna go into it then. However, the thing is, you know, piggybacking on what you were saying, this dude was. I asked him, and you know, it wasn't none of my business. And I told him, I said, listen, if you don't have to answer, you know what I mean? I'm just curious. What are you doing with the money?
Right.
And this guy said, hey man, I'm going down the street. He said, Mr. Side, I'm going down the street to the store, getting food for me and my little brother. They're not eating. And when they are eating, they're eating garbage. There's no more home cooked meals in the house. You know? All these things that are necessary and essential are gone. That's another reason why we're doing what we're doing. Because this must change for the better. This must change. These sisters got to start learning. Well, let me say this. Let me switch that up. The mothers have to start teaching the daughters how to cook, and the sons for that matter.
Absolutely.
And if the fathers are around, they need to start doing it.
Absolutely.
And if they don't know how, they need to learn how to cook. It's very simple these days. You got Google, you got internet. Hey man, you can learn how to cook a meal.
You ain't lying.
You understand?
We spend way too much money in fast food places.
Unbelievable.
Chinese stores especially.
Yeah, and it ain't doing you no good. That shit ain't good for your health.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've been teaching my son how to cook for I don't know how many years. You know what I mean? It helps that that's my profession, however, but you know, at the same time, I want him to eat correctly, properly. And when he's with me, he does. However, when he's elsewhere, I want him to know how to cook his own thing if he needs to, you know. So I don't know. What else you got to say, brother? We go to you, and then we can chop it all.
That was really about it. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's like saying it's a sad state of affairs, man.
You hit it right in the head.
And,
No, I'm saying I was just thinking we're a sad state, and Brother Reed just said we're a sad state.
Yeah, it's a state of emergency right now. Ain't nothing going good. Nothing. And these people, and we, you know, the funny thing about it is the unenlightened really believe that things are cool. How?
I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I mean, I just really just got emotional. It's just I'm just frustrated, man. You know, it literally makes me angry. You know, because I know where we could be. I know where we came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to see where we are now, it's like it literally makes me angry.
Yeah.
You know, because I can see we got so much to give, so much to offer. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's not important to us. Our family's not important to us. You're not important to me. You know what I mean? Our children aren't important to you. Everyone's talking, oh, I love my kids, so forth and so on. When was the last time you sat down and actually talked to them, find out what's going on in life? Do you know your child is being bullied at school? You know they're being bullied on the internet? You know, do you know that they're not eating? You know, do you know that your 12-year-old daughter is talking to an 18-year-old guy? You know, these are the things that you don't know unless you sit down and actually cut off that television, take the phone away, take the computer away, and actually sit down and have a conversation, find out what's going on in their life. These children are dealing with so much stuff these days, from what I hear. I don't have children, but from what I hear. Anytime you see you have a girl out there pumping gas because possibly she doesn't have food in her house.
Yeah, they hurting, man. These children are hurting. Our children are hurting. Absolutely. You know, and you know, it's even more wicked that now, you know, the young brothers are getting ripped off by cats. You know what I mean? I mean, either way you look at it, either way you slice it, it's no good. Whether it's a young girl or a young guy. Right. I'm just saying, man, this is where it's come. You know what I mean? So the sisters that invite these brothers into their homes, you know,
and don't know them,
right? And at times go to work and leave these dudes.
Who have no connection.
You know what I mean? Right. And these dudes are getting cozy with their children, man. Whether it's a young guy or a young girl. You know what I mean? And if you don't have that strong connection and strong bond and strong understanding with your children, they're not going to tell you anything. Yeah. You know, it's plain and simple. That's math. They're not going to tell you.
And when they do tell you, believe them.
Exactly, absolutely. Because that's
I've heard so many stories about
that's age old.
Told me that.
Age old.
I told my mom and she ain't believe me.
Yeah. How can you not? That's because you're selfish. You only care about your own situation. She want to keep that dude in that house. She ain't worried about the damn children, man. Are you kidding me? I taught my son about molestation probably when he was 4 years old in a way that he could understand it, and then I upgraded it when he got 7, and so on and so forth, and still speak to him about it today. Has anybody put hands on me? Has anybody, you know, got out of line and talked to you? I need to know. I don't care who it is. And I told them from early age, it's more than likely going to be somebody that you trust. Uncle or what have you. I don't care who it is. That means, oh, don't worry about that. You know? Right. And the children need to have that comfort. Right. You feel me?
That comes with dialogue. Talked about. You know, we got a dialogue. Yes, stop texting, you know what I mean? Everyone knows you can't text me nothing.
Right.
Okay, y'all, don't text me. You talk to me. You upstairs, you will text me. No, you come down here, you tell me what you need to know. I'm not text you, no, we need to verbalize this stuff. We need to get a connection. We so disconnected even in our household. Somebody's upstairs and you're texting me downstairs.
Absolutely. And that's real. So sad because it's so prevalent.
You know.
See, the thing I've seen, and then I'm gonna get back to you, brother. You know, my C's friends, um, and if they do happen to view this, I'm not talking bad about you, young brothers. You know, I love you. They can't go nowhere without them phones.
No,
They'll be here, and when they got to go to the bathroom, that phone goes up there with them. And I had to, sit down and have a little jaw with them and explain to them too, hey, listen, I understand that that's what this era and this age. At the same time, you can't have that as a crutch. And you can't be dependent on it that much. Number one. Number two, I say, and then when you come to see somebody and spend time with somebody, you ain't supposed to be on that phone the whole time. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I love that.
That's inconsiderate, you know what I mean? And that comes from the parents as well. Because I've had to tell sisters that I dealt with early on that, hey, so you ain't going to be over here on that phone.
not at
Are
all.
you crazy?
Not at all.
You
Be
going
out
to
on a
sit here
date,
on the
yeah.
phone? No.
I say it all the time. You be out on a date.
And that's out of the question. Because let me tell you something. I'm not going to ask for nothing that I don't get. You know what I mean? And if I have, company, or if I'm in company, with a woman, or even with my seed and his friends, I put that thing down. That's it. That's a sign of respect that we've gotten away from as well. We don't even know what that is anymore. That's a lost cause right there.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
always when you sounds they phone the funeral anymore.
Feel me?
Oh,
What is this going on, man?
Yeah.
Dog. Oh, man, I don't.
But as you say, we're in the meat state. I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Y'all like it tough?
Yeah.
Tough. I'm playing by my own rules. That's where we at right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to change all that.
Prayerfully.
Any last words from anybody?
I love y'all.
Yeah.
Love each and every one of you. I really do.
Yeah.
And I want the best for each and every one of you. I really do. We're trying to encourage, and because we care. We really care. We want people, especially our people, to improve so much. I can't even convey how much we want our people to improve. It's just sad that we're at this state right now. It really is.
It really is. Very disheartening, man. That's why I had to get it off early because I've been holding it in for so long since I saw these YouTube issues. Wow, that's where we at now. Seriously, man.
Yeah, we hate each other. They're not wrong. They at least they are correct with that. No one loves anyone anymore.
Yeah.
I call it usury. It's like in a relationship, you're just using someone for whatever you can get out of them. You don't really,
you said it.
man, you don't really care about them. Oh, I care. I don't care.
Well, once again, they don't really care about themselves. I mean, at the same time,
Yeah.
That's very prevalent as well.
Right.
Because if you don't have knowledge of self and know who you are, you can't care about yourself, and then you cannot convey that to anybody else.
Right.
Whoever you deal with, come on, how does that work?
But
We're talking about math again.
But they'll tell you they do care
Oh
about
yeah,
themselves.
because they don't know. Because they haven't taken the time out, which we always preach. Take the time out to find out who you are. Take the time out to deal with your children. Take the time out. You got to take the time out. And nobody takes the time out. You talking about work. You talking about kids. You talking about school. All these entities. Okay, daily. You don't take the time out. However, you can do it. You know what I mean? And I always tell, sisters I deal with, look, man, just take a half hour a day. Get in your room. Even if you self-reflect, man. Read a book. Even a chapter. 10 pages. It ain't going to hurt nothing. If anything, it's going to help.
Right.
And that's going to make you better. That's going to help you to propel yourself. And then you can propel your situations, whether it's with your children or with a man or what have you. If you don't do that, you still in the same rut you was in 10, 20 years ago. There's no growth.
People aren't trying to grow though, as a whole. We've got complacent. We're comfortable where we are. I'm comfortable living where I'm living. I'm comfortable living the way I'm living. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable to how my family is. We're not aspiring as a whole to be better. We should try to be better each and every day. I don't want to be the same way I was on Monday as I was on Sunday. right? You know what I mean? I want to be better each and every day. That's what we need to try to convey, you know, and try to get people to understand. Don't be satisfied in your situation until you reach here. Now, if you reach here, then that's something different. But very few people of us have reached that pinnacle. You know?
And I don't even think you would ever really reach there because you're never too old or
No.
too smart to learn anything.
No.
So we got to continue to elevate.
Yeah.
You know, even if we are here, we got to try to get here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever see the news? You got a 70-year-old, they're in college, taking college classes because they say, you know what? I don't need it for my lifestyle, but it's just something I want to improve. I want to know.
Right.
You know, we should always aspire to, as you're right, we should never really reach the top.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. How about you, brother? Any last words? We're going to chop it off, man. We can chop it off, bro. Yeah. You good, my brother?
Yeah, I got off enough. You know, I get passionate about it. We get, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We go on and on. This, you know, look, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if we wasn't passionate, it wouldn't be done. You know, I'm just glad that, and I thank God that I have you brothers in my life. And
Ditto, man, ditto.
You know, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna keep on doing it, man. And I know that it's gonna work. It may take some time because things do take time, especially with this, because this is a big ordeal. However, it's gonna work itself out. Definitely. Okay. We're all finished. All right, there you have it. Black Men Dialogue. We're signing off. Hopefully, we were able to spark the minds of brothers and sisters so you can continue to have these type of conversations within your own circles. And each one teach 10. Until then, we'll wrap to you in about another week or so. You know what I mean? Love is love. God bless. Peace.
Peace.
Please wake up.